Hey, Stephanie, overall, when you hear about a deal like this, what do you think of Berkshire Hathaway putting down the money? What do you think about the outlook for deals? What does this mean in a broader sense from your perspective?
Yeah, that's exactly how I'm actually looking at this. I think it's the signal that he is sending. This is the largest deal on an enterprise value basis since precision cast parts. And while it's not going to be material to the balance sheet in terms of accretion, it is. We are getting kind of a sign and a signal of confidence from him. That as well as Uber today, right? I mean, this is, to me, I always look at what CEOs are doing and what they're saying and how they're acting. And that these acquisitions suggest that they have more confidence in the future. I also think they got a good price for this, by the way, because natural gas prices are last month were at the lowest levels in 25 years. And then it also signals that Greg Abel is likely going to be the successor, right? Because he's the person that was in charge of the energy assets. So there's a lot of ways of looking at it. But I think from a big picture point of view, this is a really good sign. And I think this is the reason the market is up today, that we have confidence that the outlook going forward is improving.
Stephanie, can I just take the other side of that? I'm not going to talk down the market today. I think it's keying off of the confidence coming out of Asia, I think, and what you're seeing in terms of European markets right now, and an expectation that we do get to the other side of this. But I look at both of these transactions, and I actually think these are both defensive transactions, if you will, in that Dominion is trying to sell this because it doesn't think this is the right business anymore. You can give some confidence and credence to it from Warren Buffett, but I think arguably he's getting a good deal in part because this is now, I don't want to call it a diminished asset, but maybe. And if you look at the Uber transaction, this is not where they wanted to go originally. Obviously, they wanted to go and get this other deal with Grubhub if they could. This is a genuinely challenged industry, and the only way it's going to work is if they get consolidation. And Postmates is not the bride, if you will, that Uber wanted to begin with. So it's hard for me to look at these two transactions and say that's why the market's going up. I can make other arguments about why the market's going up, but these transactions don't give me any great confidence. They're more like good deals for companies that needed them.
Well, and those are great points, Andrew, but you had Warren Buffett only a couple of months ago say that he was not doing anything because he couldn't find anything that was interesting, and now he's being opportunistic. So, yeah, sure, he got a good price on this, and Dominion wanted to do this because they'll simplify their structure and get a higher multiple, right? So I can understand this, but my point is that if these CEOs have more confidence and they have better visibility, they're willing to shell out these kinds of numbers, these kinds of valuations. And I think you have to think a little bit longer term. I think these deals are good actually for both parties, right? For Uber, because that's the direction that they are going to go in, is in food delivery. And they're getting bigger and they're getting size and they're getting scale. And that one to me actually was more surprising than the Buffett transaction. The Buffett transaction, he's being opportunistic. So I think that if CEOs aren't doing anything, that is very telling. And Warren Buffett told us a couple of months ago that he wasn't doing anything, and now he's actually doing something. So he clearly feels better. He clearly has the confidence. So I think that I'm taking the other side of your other side. I think this is actually very positive.
Okay.